Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. All right, I'm gonna turn this music down just a little bit. Maybe let's see if we can handle it. Well, we're trying to learn. Turn it way down. Okie dokie. Bloop. Oh, I forgot to turn on the. Wait, not yet. Oh God, you've seen me without the lights on. Hey, there we go. Welcome back. Today is day 23 of our adventure along the diving into the deeps, or not really, the shallow end, diving into the shallow end of 3D compositing. Today is part 2 of 3D compositing, so let's start off. Load our comp, make a fusion comp. Hop right in. Open up our manual. Oops, over here. We are on 1708, I think. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so yesterday, exciting day. Set up quite a elaborate node tree. We didn't do much reading. I feel like when people hop in, it gets exciting and we stop reading the manual and just start messing around with the nodes and chatting, which is cool. Especially cool since I'm getting close to the end here. We're almost there. 3D Compositing Basics, we got to get through that today. This is part 2. We're going to get through this today, and then we're going to get to 3D camera tracking, which is cool. And then we're going to mess around with particle systems. And then optical flow and stereoscopic nodes. And then that's the end to the fundamentals. And we'll have leveled up. Okay, there we go. We'll have leveled up. And then I'll have no more excuses. And we'll start making just only the coolest things every single episode, guaranteed. It's not a guarantee, but I guarantee it. But it's not a guarantee. But I promise. I'm not promising anything. Okay. So let's skim through this. Pick up where we left off yesterday. That's right. Adding textures to a shape is as simple as plugging a media in into a shape 3D object. Easy peasy. There was a section here that I was interested in. What was it? If you're shading or texturing text 3D nodes, you need to add a texture in a specific way, since each node is actually a scene with individual 3D objects, the characters working together. In the following example, the rusty metal shader preset is applied to a text 3D node using the replace material 3D node. That's the thing, I wanted to try this. The interesting thing about the replace material 3D node is that it textures every geometric object within a scene at once. meaning that if you put a replace material 3D node after a text 3D node, you texture every character within that node. However, if you place a replace material 3D node after a merge 3D node, then you'll end up changing the texture of every single geometric object being combined with that merge 3D node, which is quite powerful. Let's try this. Let's try exactly what they're doing here. Plug in a default texture that comes with Davinci Resolve into a text 3D. So let's do that. We got a text 3D. Bada bing, bada boom. Magic. And then we got, let's find, it's in templates, I believe it's gonna be. Nope. Nope. Here it is. Under the shaders, I think. We'll do cool metal. Just like that. Easy as that. Just like that. What am I doing wrong here? Backgrounds, motion, shaders? Might be shaders. Checker plate. Oh. Duh. We gotta add the replace 3D. Replace. Now we could add this in just like that. There we go. This is a text 3D, so we can extrude it down here. Add a little depth. Okay. Cool. Cool. Let's replace it with moon texture. Alright, these all look kinda meh. I don't know how to separate them yet. Like, I don't know how to separate the... I think I know. Do I? If you have multiple instances of this, and then you're doing like different types of extrusions, and you're separating the outline and applying different textures to it, probably the way to do that. But let's see what this says. Oh, and also I wanna throw in the thing from yesterday, what we were playing with. The shader toys. So cool. Let's get one from TNT Tunnel. Huh? 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 We could apply this as a texture. Oh yeah, and it's kind of applying across the whole thing, or to each letter. Let's see, can we get, what's this look like? Whoa. Let's see, what does Wild Kit Kifs? Oh. Oh. What? But what if I just make this more like longer? 600. Why doesn't that have to do it from here? What? Okay. We just want this to go forever. Is it the same thing over and over? What? It just keeps going. It keeps looking cooler and cooler and evolving. What? Why is Hunkat? How did that happen? I'm gonna click off of that. Okay. Okay, let's apply this to our magic text. Doesn't really work. I don't want to keep it to the side. It's the earth. Wait, what? What did I just do? Oh. What did I just do? If you plug these together? Oh. You can combine them. And then what if we plug this into here? And what if we plug this also into here? Oh my god, we're discovering the forbidden technology. And then plug this into here. I would plug this into here. I think it broke. What? This matches the music pretty well. Wow, this is so... These are so sweet. I really like this. What else is there? Abstract. This is a wait. Okay, so the merge node, you can combine all the things into a merge node. It combines the output of one or more 3D nodes into a single scene. Unlike the merge node, the merge 2D node, the ordering of elements in the scene is not restricted to only background and foreground inputs. Instead, merge 3D nodes lets you connect an unlimited number of inputs with the resulting output combined according to each object's absolute position in 3D space. Okay, so that's good to know. Combining objects directly. While the merge 3D node provides a structured way of combining objects, you can also combine 3D objects such as text 3D and shape 3D nodes by connecting the output of one 3D object node to the input of another, as seen in the following screenshot. When you do this, you must use each node's internal transform parameters to transform their position, size, and rotation directly, but the transform control of downstream 3D object nodes also transforms all upstream 3D object nodes. This even works for lights and camera 3D node, giving you a fast way of combining a set of objects that always go together, which you can later connect to a merge 3D node for additional lighting and eventual connection to a renderer 3D node. Combining multiple merge 3D nodes. Furthermore, merge 3D nodes can be combined with other merge 3D nodes, allowing you to create composite 3D scenes made up of multiple subscenes. Oh, that's another concept. Each put together within individual merge 3D nodes. That is good to know. We can composite 3D scenes this way. Lighting multiple merge 3D nodes. Once you've combined multiple merge 3D nodes, there's an easy way to control how lights that are connected to upstream merge 3D nodes affect the results of other merge 3D nodes connected downstream. Each merge 3D node's controls tab contains a single checkbox, pass-through lights, which enables lighting to pass through the output of an upstream merge 3D node in order to shine onto objects connected to downstream merge 3D nodes. So pass through. If you're compositing 3D nodes, that's probably the thing you gotta check. This checkbox is disabled by default, which lets you light elements in one merge 3D scene without worrying about how the lighting will affect geometry attached to other merge 3D nodes further downstream. For example, you may want to apply a spotlight to brighten the wall of a building in one merge 3D node without having that spotlight spill over onto the grass or pavement at the foot of the wall modeled in another merge 3D node. Yeah, makes sense. And then the result, this is, what is this demonstrating? What's the difference here? So on the text, so the results of lights on the text in one merge 3D node, not affecting the cone and torus, added in a downstream merge 3D node left. Turning on pass-through lights in the upstream merge 3D node results in those lights also illuminating the downstream shapes. So these get some light affected to them. Makes sense. And then transforming merge 3D nodes, scenes. Each merge 3D node includes a transform tab. These transform parameters adjust the position, scale, and rotation. When combined with nodes together, including lighting and particles, all transformations take place around a common pivot point. This forms the basis of parenting in the 3D environment. Okay, this gives me an idea. What is my idea? Okay, let's see. I mean, it's actually just kind of playing with this, right? I don't think I can, I don't think this is, I don't think it's possible to have this spinning thing act as a light. But more or less the idea is like to set up lights that are like this and then have them spinning in a 3D composite. So let's try and do that. And then see if we can get some cool lighting effects over this text. So we get this here. We're gonna make, what are we gonna do? We gotta make a camera. Place. Plug it in here. And then we're gonna get a renderer. Actually, over here. It'll be downstream. Then we're gonna get some lights in here, but the lights are gonna be part of their own Merge 3D. So, let's see. Oops. Yeah, so we can see these are the three lights. And if we transform and rotate them, oh, because it's downstream? What if we disconnect this? Because I want to have these three lights kind of on their own thing. Maybe. No, they're still. Make another Merge 3D? Nope. Unplug that. Plug this into here. Plug this into here. Yeah. Okay. So now if I rotate this, that's kind of doing what I wanted. There we go. Yep. Cool. That's the idea. Kind of set up. If you transform a Merge 3D node that's connected to other Merge 3D nodes, what happens depends on which node, upstream or downstream. Yeah, so that's why we had to set that up on its own merge and then merge it in to the main chain, the main node tree here. If you transform an upstream Merge 3D node, this has no effect on downstream Merge 3D nodes. And we also could have, like, we could have just put this over here. But, I don't know. I like our solution here. And then transforming upstream, lighting downstream. Oh. We're about to get schooled. When building complex scenes using multiple Merge 3D nodes being combined together, it's common to use one last downstream node to combine light and camera nodes to illuminate the final scene, while leaving the upstream Merge 3D node free to control object transformations and animations. This way you can transform and animate subsets of your overall scene without worrying about accidentally altering the overall lighting scheme or cameras for that scene, unless you've specifically connected lights and cameras upstream that are meant to be attached to the geometry you're transforming. The Renderer 3D node, every 3D node you add outputs a complete 3D scene. This is unlike most traditional 3D modeling and animation programs, where all objects reside within a global scene environment. This means that the scenes created by a camera 3D node and an image plane are separate until they're combined into the same scene via Merge 3D. Which itself outputs a complete 3D scene. However, this 3D scene data can neither be composited with other 2D images in your composition, nor rendered out without first being rendered within the node tree using a renderer 3D. Yeah, so basically you gotta have a renderer 3D, right? To be more specific, 3D nodes and output 3D scenes cannot be connected directly to inputs that require 2D images. Yeah. The output of an image plane 3D node cannot be connected directly to an output of a blur node, nor can the output of a merge 3D node be directly connected to the irregular merge node. First, a renderer 3D node must be placed at the end of your 3D scene to render it into 2D images, which may then be composited and adjusted like any other 2D image in your composition. The renderer 3D uses one of the cameras in the scene, typically connected to the merge 3D node, to produce an image. If no camera is found, a default perspective view is used. Since this default view rarely provides a useful angle, most people build 3D scenes that include at least one camera. The image produced by the renderer 3D can be any resolution with options for fields, processing, color depth, and pixel aspect ratio. Software versus GPU rendering. The renderer 3D node lets you choose between software or OpenGL rendering. Oh, let's well, that makes me wonder if this stuff up here. No, this is shaders. This is like, I gotta read about what the heck this is, because this stuff is super sweet. What? How did it just invert? I don't even get what's going on with these things. But I like them. Let's click this button. I click the button for more info, and it says a 404. What about, I got two of those. Okay, what about this one? I go, more info. 404. I'm trying. I want to give neon. Come on, implement the neon. I click this stuff. I think that's a link on my computer, isn't it? No, it isn't. Okay, I got a link here. I'm curious what the heck this is. This stuff is so cool. ShaderToy.com. WebGL shaders converted to DCTL fuses for use with version 18 of Blackmagic Davinci Designs Davinci Resolve and or VMD's Fusion running on Windows with NVIDIA GPU. So what can we do with this? Wait, let's go to shadertoy.com. Dang. No, I just typed this in. Thought I did. So if we browse What? Yeah, this is the stuff. I saw somebody creating stuff, but oh yeah, like what the heck? This is so cool. How come? Okay, this has like 75,000 views, but this has 11, and it's so good. Yeah, this is what I thought it was. It was like the math. The math. Why does this have a warning on it? Oh, it takes too long to compile. Let's do it. What is this? Filter SoundCloud? Can I run SoundCloud audio through these? What am I even? Where am I? Like, what is this? What is this? What? What is this? What am I even looking at? Bruh, I don't even know. It's awesome, but I don't even know. The next thing is to figure out how to connect the audio with the stuff. How to get like MIDI triggering going on so I can have that connected with like the low end spectrum or the kick drum. Maybe there's actually a way that I could do like recording. Now you can do like loading. You can record over. You can record your automation out of here. Like there's a way to load this Yeah, this is loading, and then you can record the automation. But I wonder if I could do that here. I can. I just like load this. Yep, it's auto recording. Then we play it back and it's recorded. I need a MIDI controller. I need a MIDI controller. I need a MIDI controller. That's so cool. All right, let's see. Right, so we could turn on GPU rendering though. Over here at the renderer, we just gotta switch it up to hardware, which we don't really need right now. We don't really have much of a scene going on. Why don't we see anything though? We get oh, because our camera is right in front. And this is also really far. Okay. Huh? I go here, and then click this. Yeah. What do I have to do? Huh? There we go. Yeah. Then we get the thing that we started automating. And you know what? We want to probably... This is not 3D, unfortunately. And we want to switch. Now we're making cool stuff. Actually, this is super cool. This is sweet. Yeah, software rendering kind of sucks, right? Software renderer is generally used to produce the final output, while the software renderer is not the fastest method. It has advantages. Oh, BD streams. What's up, man? How come I don't see you on the Twitch chat? Oh, it's over here. Whoops. Yo, I'm doing all right. How are you doing? We got some cool things happening today. Where are you? Where in the world? Checking in from over the pond? Tokyo? Nice. Damn. You Checking in from Tokyo. Any jet lag? Like 6 a.m., right? Oh. What? Oh, it's 9:47? 15 hours, right? 14 hours right now. Yeah. Working a show in 9 hours. Man, are you gonna sleep? Or are you just... No. Or just skipping sleep today. Or did you sleep on the plane? Oh. I used to travel... When I was traveling, I'd go to China and it would be like 13 hours. And the time difference would be 12 hours and it would take like a couple days for me. But then I knew some people that were able to just like deal with it. I don't know how they did it. They were used to it. You're okay without sleep? Oh man. So you're just doing this one thing and then gotta hit the flight back. Oh, are you from... I just assumed you were actually from like the New York City area. I would usually be here all week, but I try to push it whenever I can get enough time with the family. Yeah, just wait. Are you from Korea? Oh, there we go. Oh, no, I mean, I got mixed up there. I thought for a second the way I saw it was like you were from Korea and that was where your home was with family, and then you were like spending time in New York. I get mixed up there. Gotcha. Korea's pretty sweet. They've got awesome um well, I don't know what you're doing, but I just know their visuals and the whole Korean aesthetic is so like crispy, so refined, so so tight. Oh, you're in I've been to Korea. I've never been to Japan. Only for a day, for like 24 hours. Actually, when I went, I was there for 3 days, so can't can't say much. 12 hours? Jeez. What are you gonna do for 12 hours? I mean, so it's just like going straight to the studio, get the. I don't even know what you could do in 12 hours. What can you? Can you share? Can you? Always fun to hear what you're up to. Working on an award show. It does seem like it's award season right now. I don't know anything about like the seasons of awards, but I feel like I've been seeing a lot of award things happening. Oh, Crunchyroll. Okay. I'm making magic over here. You're familiar with magic. Wow. Are you up for any awards? Not yet. I believe in you. Oh, okay. I'm so ignorant when it comes to these awards, though. I don't even know. I don't even know which. There's Academy Awards, the Oscars, the Academy. I want to thank the Academy. And then there's the major award shows. The Golden Globes, that's right. The Emmys, that's right. What? What? You have an Emmy? Oh my god. What is that for? Emmys are for achievements in television. While the Oscars are for film. What? Yeah, I got an Emmy. No biggie. Golden Globes? What are they? So that's also for film? Golden Globes is considered the party girl sister of the more reserved Academy Awards. What's BAFTA? The British Academy, okay. I'm looking up major award shoes. People's Choice, GLAAD, Grammy Awards, Hispanic Heritage Award, iHeartRadio is a U.S. accolade bestowed by GLAAD. Okay. Yeah, I have not watched an award show for a while. The Emmys. Yeah, so it's really the Oscars, the Emmys, and the Golden Globe. No, the Grammys. I'm getting mixed up. Grammys is for music, right? Okay, now I'm straightened out. Damn, so they fly you out for one day for the Crunchyroll for the anime awards? Outstanding Variety Special? For the Elton John farewell from Dodger Stadium. That's actually pretty sweet that there's like, it's like, yo, shout out to the best event. Yeah. An outstanding technical direction and camera work for a special for the same show. Double shout out, because that show was awesome. Sweet, man. So what are you gonna do for the next, like, couple hours until the show? My first two last year for Outstanding Variety Special, pre-recorded, and Outstanding Technical Direction Camera Work, video control for a special, for the Adele One Night Only special on CBS. Wow. It was funny, like, I think it was yesterday or the day before, right after, and I found myself watching a YouTube video about, with a guy named Zebra One. It was like doing it behind the scenes about a production and what goes on. Pretty cool. I mean, you're familiar with this, but it was good timing. I'm gonna set this to render. I'm also gonna take a 5-minute break, come back refreshed, and ready to rock and roll. And then we could also preview this. So I'll be right back in 5 minutes. Okay. I realized that this whole time I've been playing music and the audio hasn't been come through. I was playing audio and I was like doing things to the audio, and the whole time it hasn't been coming through. I'm definitely not going to win an award today about the quality of this stream. It's a work in progress. Trying to, it's hard for me to like even build a mental picture of like what or where you are. Like coming in from Korea, and I'm like, are you at a desk? Like you just like land at this place and they're like, okay, get ready to go. Okay, we got the music going. Sweet. Great. I'm so curious. I'm like, are you, like, who are you? What am I talking to? Iron Man. I called it on the first day. I know who you are. You're Iron Man. You're Iron Man. And I'm over here making some magic. It's almost done pre-rendering. Okay, let's see. The timing for that, finding the timing is tricky. What? I mean, that's kind of cool. I gotta figure out how to get the outlines. I think I have to make a different text here. And light it separately. I'm Batman. It's I'm not Batman. I think you might be. Still don't know how to get the outside bit of this text, this 3D text. Font features, like how to separate the outline from the text itself. Position, shear, size. Main streets and killers of the flower moon on the plane, so that kept me awake. I was pretty pumped. I know you stopped by yesterday real quick. It was I had just seen Dune 2, but Mean Streets and Killers of the Flower Moon. Okay. Scorsese. Oh, this is another a Leo movie, Leonardo DiCaprio. I feel like he only steps up for like the coolest movies. I'll probably check this out as well. Leonardo DiCaprio, Martin Scorsese. Gonna be good. Dune was, I loved it. I love Dune. We were talking about it yesterday. It's like such a, by D-Neg, such a grand, they do such an amazing job of like space and depth in these open areas. The fire sims. The story was awesome, and then the music. You know, music, masterful. I loved it. I really liked it. It was great. How did you like Mean Streets? I have to take a look. Greg Fraser, AC. Oh, he was on Dune and the creator. I feel like I get it. I'm gonna be streaming about making this stuff. I have to study up a little better and know these people. I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to like who's who. So I'm looking this up. So he was this cinematography. Oh my god. Yeah, wow. I haven't seen the Batman. I haven't seen Creator, and I haven't seen Rogue One either. I think next I'm gonna see Creator, and the Batman. I think I might have to revisit that. But the Creator, I wanna check that one out. We were talking about it yesterday, how it's like unique approach to filmmaking, VFX, what they did with the kind of like film first, budget the VFX later. Favorite films of all time? Oh, there's two here. There's Mean Streets. Okay, so I was mixing this up. Mean Streets. Oh, it's a classic. All right. I'm telling you, I'm kind of ignorant on some of these things, so I haven't.
These are honorable men.
Now, Tony, you gotta worry about talking about one thing and it's that.
Charlie,
You gotta be like me.
Tony,
Just be sure Tony be here tonight, all right?
Giovanni.
You're still around that kid, Johnny Boy. This Johnny Boy is named after me. Nice. But this Johnny Boy is a little bit like your friend Rob. I understand you try to help him out because of our family and his family. Well, that's nice, I understand. Watch yourself. Don't spoil anything. Honorable men go with honorable men.
Four honorable men. And Johnny Boy.
Why didn't you make your payment last Tuesday?
Johnny Boy,
I made my payment last Tuesday. Charlie, you don't know. He's here.
a young De Niro.
He's here? Yeah, so what? All right, let me go get him and straighten this thing out, all right? Now, wait a minute. Wait. Yeah, what's it?
I'll have to visit that too. I mean, no disrespect. Not doing it justice by having like Monster Cat radio in the background while I'm watching that. So. So Mean Streets, and then there's the Flower Pillars of the Flower Moon. That one's from 2023. Yeah, I'm looking at looking through. His filmography. He's made so many movies. There's so many. They're all Goodfellas, Casino, Gangs of New York, The Aviator, Departed, Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah. He always comes out. I mean, his style seems to be kind of like hard hitting. Like, yeah, I'll definitely check that one out. Well, let's not forget that we can combine rendered scenes in 2D. While it may seem like an insurmountable limitation that you can't output both soft shadows and depth of field using the same renderer, don't forget that you can create multiple 3D scenes, each using different renderers and composites them in 2D later. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Furthermore, you can also render out aux channels that can be used by 2D images, processing nodes such as ambient occlusion, depth of blur, and fog to create pseudo 3D effects using the rendered image. Yeah, it's amazing that he can create a movie, a masterpiece, at the age of 80. I mean, if I could just make one masterpiece at the age of anything, that would be great. Sesame Street. I had I have a signed poster of Sesame Street. Actually, that's a subtle flex. Let me go grab it. Behind the scenes on Sesame Street. Where is Sesame Street? Where is Sesame Street? Oh, New York City. That's cool. Good old Sesame Street. Big Bird, Elmo, Cookie Monster. Didn't they switch Cookie Monster out? They're like, yo, cookies are too offensive these days. Am I making that up? Cookie Monster, Sesame Street. No, he's still there. What am I talking about? Elmo. Kermit the Frog. What about Kermit the Frog? That's from the Muppets. Kermit the Frog and Elmo. The two best things to come out of puppets. The two biggest characters. Oh, and Big Bird. Big Bird. How's that song go? Won't you take me down to Sesame Street? You could project tracked footage of a road with cars on it, UV render out the projection from the geometry, do a temporal median filter on the frames, and then do a map, a clean roadway back down. Temporal median filter, I don't know what the heck that is. Temporal median, multiple DSLR still shots of a location, project them project all those onto a mesh, and then UV render those out. So they're talking about doing something like this, and then doing something, putting it into the scene. Okay, let's just make another one. Render. Um, oh. Uh, The new set of lenses our company just purchased are almost done being modified, and I'm really excited to get. So what? What about the lenses? I mean, is it? What kind of lenses are they? I'm looking at them now. Yeah, I'm trying to be open and honest here. This is also out of my realm of like of knowledge. Hardware, like like the lenses. It's a weird like brain fart thing, but I still don't have like a proper mental image of cameras. I mean, it's one of those things I probably just have to study up a little bit more, read the manual. 6 pounds of lens. Like T-stop, I don't know what that is. T-stop. What is T-stop? Transmission stop. Oh, because that's a cinema camera thing. Cine lens. It's like f-stop, but with a T. It's the next level. The next level of f-stop. Balanced aberration control? Does that mean you can like kind of like do in-camera chromatic aberration, or am I being is that wrong? Balance. Oh, okay. That makes sense. When you see T-stop, it's like that's going to be precise and standardized. I was actually during Dune. I noticed. I want to try this. I saw on Doom. It was like, pretty sure they were doing like a chromatic aberration on theirs. On I had this idea like while I was watching Dune. I was like, oh, I could probably recreate that. It was just simple text that was displayed on it was just like white text on a black background. And then I think what they were doing was like offsetting it. They were like doing chromatic aberration. And I think this is not gonna work because the trick that they had was, since it was like 4K footage, they could just like move it off by 1 pixel. Where was it? Things. Where is it? Channel. That. And it was like offset just by 1. And this was like offset by 1. Actually, yeah, that's pretty good. Blue. That's it. It has more to do with the how light is spread across the optics rather than the actual sharpness itself, but essentially it affects sharpness. Mm-hmm. It's not chromatic aberration. It's sharpness. Got it. Awesome. This has to go with, this goes on a, what camera do you apply this to? Yeah. And a Vision, right? Oh, the Alexas. Alexa 65 and the RE cam. RECam LT. Oh, here it is. Is that the Vari? Vari cam? And the System 65. What the heck is this thing? Featuring a 5-perf pull down. This doesn't even look like a camera. Is the Panasonic? Oh, so where am I? I'm on Panavision website here. Oops. Nightbot. Chill. He's not yelling. RECam LT is an RE camera. Oh, I see. Small camera? Wow, this thing looks tiny. Kidding. Is there a reason that you're using the LT from 2000? I mean, I'm sure there is. Over the shoulder. .35 millimeter. The look. Speed ramping abilities? Is that like variable shutter and speed ramping abilities? So in motion, it's got maybe some characteristics. You can set it to record 1 frame at a time. 1 frame per second. And recording sync sound. Oh, analog. Aperture size 9. What? $980? What? Oh, point. Okay. It does well in low light? Or is that just cinema cameras are usually those larger sizes? Film doesn't handle low light situations very well in general. Oh, that's right. Usually it's you gotta light and even the dark, and then in post kind of bring it to something that looks like it's night, right? Oops. First new sensor for the Alexa family since the release of the first model in 2010. The sensor is sized 28 by 19.2. .28 millimeters by at a resolution of like 4K, more or less, with 17 stops. Is the first camera in the Alexa line to do full weight native anamorphic shooting. Damn, that thing is big. Do you think things are gonna go more guerrilla style, kind of like the creator, how they went about creating that with some of the smaller cameras? Or do you think there will always... Does excellent with skin tone reproduction. Yeah, what's to say? There's something to be said about like the tradition of it, right? Just the act of setting this all up kind of brings something to performances. One could argue, maybe. Yeah. So after the development of a smaller Alexa, everyone's kind of turned to that as like the standard. A lot of tech in this thing. Oh, it is pretty small. But you like kit it out, right? Oh, Agito is the like for building out rigs and dollies and remotes, motion controls. Basically an RC card with a stabilized head attached to it. Yeah, that is an RC car to attach your rig. Your very expensive camera too. Who makes like the? Actually, this is kind of what I was looking at. I was about to get to. Like rail systems. Oh my god, this stuff is so heavy duty. Pt.2 in Rialto mode. No idea what that. Pt.2 Rialto mode. Oh, the Sony Rialto camera extension system 2 is a camera accessory that separates the camera body lens and sensor block from up to... Oh, wow. Up to 18 feet away. This allows for increased mobility without reducing image quality. $6K. So you can separate basically a film camera from its body to get closer angles and you know, tighter places. Ideal for handheld and gimbal use. Ah. I did watch Top Gun. That was fun. Fun. The cinematography was really awesome. Oh, so they could get like just the lens basically into a really tight position and then have the body like hidden away, stowed away, right? Because they're actually flying those things. So they had to like stock this in the stowaway. And that's how they get a cinema camera into a cockpit. I'm gonna BRB in 5 minutes. Thanks for hanging out, chatting. I'll BRB. I got it. Cool. Oh, cool. All right, I'm gonna check this out in a sec. I'll BRB. The music, where'd the music go? The tunes. Here it is. Okay. I think we went through the whole Monster Cat playlist. Ugh. At some point, I should make the soundtrack for the stream. I mean, I guess I could play my own music without worrying about the copyright stuff. Let's see. Listen to the good vibes. Me too. I don't know, I looked into what I could play on stream without getting copy strike, and I saw that if you get a membership for Monster Cat, you can restream it. So that's what I'm doing. There are some other radios, like there's the lo-fi radio, which is a pretty cool one actually. But when I looked into it, it was like only Monster Cat and then this chill, it's called Chill Hop, right? Chill Hop music. I can play that on stream. Which might work well. But yeah, Monster Cat thing is kind of annoying. Like that's the only music label that set that up, where it's like possible to stream their music, where you can sign up and then stream it, and then you don't have to worry about the copyright. Well, it's that, and then also Monster Cat does have like at least a decent quality. Whereas like some of the other streamable things are kind of, you know, they're not. They could be. You can basically stream anything you want. Just the money and exhaustion. You mean just dealing with getting sued? I want to. I'm multi-streaming right now, so it's recording to YouTube. License any, yeah, with all the infinite money that I have. No, I that would be awesome if I made my own stream music. But that'd be a big project. I know that there's like this concept of loss leader, which is something I might do at some point, where you can like go in and like burn a project for the greater good, for the bigger cheese. But yeah, the whole music industry and licensing, what you can license, what you can't, it's so it's tricky, opaque. It's interesting how music turned into like this super lawyered up, super backed up thing. And then at the same time we have like OpenAI just come in and just like rip all of the just the whole internet, all of it to train their AI. All of the knowledge, all of the books, they were just like, give me that. But then music, it's like, oh, gotta be careful. I mean, it's just. Takes about a year to get done. The whole year is spent trying to figure out how to license this stuff. for the live stream. Every year. They do Coachella and then like instantly they start figuring, like working on how to license it for next year. Yeah, man, that stuff is all so tricky and not simple. I read a book about, I listened to an audiobook called Producer to Producer, and it kind of skims over these things, and it was like, I mean, it is not clear in my head, but yeah, it just seemed like, I don't know, mind-numbingly frustrating to get cleared up. Anyways, but that's why I do Monstercat, because they're the ones to kind of provide an option. It's of a pretty good quality. Is an upheaval. I was thinking of that during Dune. Was like, even in Dune, like there was a moment where just in the movie, the guys with the masks on, like are like, they have all this sand that's like coming out of their masks. And in that moment, I was like, man, must have sucked working with all those cameras in this for these scenes. So I was just thinking like shoveling the sand out of the cameras. I think that's the classic thing that happened with Star Wars, right? Making of Star Wars, they had to go into the sand dunes, and it was like a nightmare.
Came from a broken home. I've seen so many people go. Learn to make it on my own. It's easier for me to be alone. So how I
The sand.
keep cutting through, claiming you're not like the other guys. And only if I could give you a chance, show me that you mean it. We'll feel some type of way. Something must be wrong with me. Keep wanting just to see you show up at my door. Et même quand je suis froide, un peu indifférent, tu continues tout de même de montrer tes efforts. I'm trying to keep
In
heart in peace. I just
California, right? That's the famous. I heard about that place. I don't know the name, but California, near like towards Nevada. Oh, in Southern California. Yeah, I heard there was like a particular spot. I mean, near, because that's near. Well, it's California, so near Hollywood. But that was like the place to go for all the sand scenes in all the movies. That's not where they did Dune, is it? I think they probably went somewhere else. They go overseas for some of those things now, right? Yeah, California's in a weird place now, isn't it? They just kind of like. I mean, it's so nice there, though. That's the thing. That's why. That's actually why people don't leave, and that's why they do these things, I think. Moving to Atlanta and Chicago. Yeah, I heard Chicago. Actually, my cousin. He was in California and then moved to Chicago, and heard a lot of cool things are happening in Chicago.
I got it bad for a girl like you. You can tell me that you want me to. I want you bad, yeah.
Ah!
like you. No one can move just the way you do. I want you bad. There's no need to be alone. I just wanna be there for you. I could think a million things we could do, baby, me and you.
Yeah, California's in a weird spot though, right? Like, people want to leave there because they're being kind of too harsh with taxes. Oh, this looks like this is like the Davinci Resolve logo. Wait, let me see if I can make that. This is cool.
I got it bad for a girl like you. I can tell that you want me too. I want you bad, yeah. Feeling my heart and it's cutting too, making me feel.
Okay, blue, green, and red.
There's no need to be alone. I just wanna be there for you. I could think a million things we could do, baby, me and you.
One of the reasons, but I mean, taxes are becoming quite a thing in most states. Most states. I heard Vegas isn't bad in that aspect, yet. I mean, I got my brother's out in Hollywood now.
There's no need to be alone. I just wanna be there for you. I could think a million things we could do, baby, me and you.
That's sort of the logo. And it's a whole lot easier to get a production going in Nevada than it is in California. That's actually stupid, because that's where Hollywood is. So why is it hard to get a production going in Hollywood, like in California? Unions, permits, regulations. I don't know how I ended up messing around with these things today, but this is shader toys. So these are shaders. Got a certain look to them. I think this is all like, I mean, these are some presets that I'm playing around with, but this is like all basically written out in math. I mean, I guess that's what a lot of things are, but I mean, like computer generated stuff, but this is like a shader toy. It's got a certain look to it. I don't know. I feel like this is like some edge of the internet type stuff. But so this is like written out. This is what I meant. So kind of cool. Got a unique look to it. Like very smooth. Oh, I think I'm getting it because it's like native for the OpenGL for the renderer. It's not dealing with frames. Maybe that's what it is. Been trying to like figure out like how to even interpret this. Rainbow slices. Here we go.
Early in the morning,
This one's cool.
right before the break of day, I'm lying here beside you, trying to think of something to say. You're gonna have to leave soon, so I'll give you this heart as well. It means I'm gonna miss you every time, 'cause I can't get used to letting you go when the tears roll down your face. Let me tell you, darling, we're gonna find a place where we can lay low, where we can get high, where we can run away, we can go today, we can leave the world behind. So honey, let's go, let's do what we lost, do all the things that we've been dreaming of. Where we can lay low, where we can get high, we can lay low, we can get high. Honey, let's go, let's do what we lost. We can run away, we can go today, we can leave the world behind. We can lay low, we can lay low. So glad that you came back. Years already passed us by, but I know I can trust you, even when I can tell you're lying. The time is getting heavy, so the car is parked just outside. Are you still coming with me along for the ride? 'Cause I can't get used to letting you go when the tears roll down your face. Let me tell you, darling, we're gonna find a place where we can lay low, where we can get high, where we can run away, we can go today, we can leave the world
Huh.
behind.
Shape, image plane. Image plane.
Let's do what we lost, do all the things that we've been dreaming of. Where we can lay low, where we can get high, we can lay low, we can get high. Honey, let's go, let's do what we lost. We can run away, we can go today, we can leave the world behind.
I'm gonna be doing this. I gotta hook my my MIDI controller up. See if I can do it. I don't know. I don't know if I can set up a MIDI controller. Isn't that kind of what the Davinci Resolve controls are, though? Davinci Resolve Black Magic Design MIDI controller. The Blackmagic the MIDI panels, they're basically just MIDI controllers, aren't they? Like the speed editor. Couldn't I use the speed editor in oh, they're not like remappable? I couldn't like adjust the knobs or just hotkey the map the knobs and the keys. Depending on the model. I wonder though. I wonder if it's possible. It probably is possible. I used MIDI mapping for Davinci Resolve. In 2021, somebody was like saying, "Doubt you'll get far." Someone tried. Where MIDI mapping it works for Fairlight. That makes sense, but not Fusion. MIDI mapping for I might be approaching this in the wrong direction though, right? I played around with some stuff in. I have the Push 2 for Ableton, and then I know maybe I should take another look at Ableton's side of things. Like they have the Max for Live. Or maybe I just need to revisit Unreal for this type of stuff. Yeah, I'm basically doing what's the VJ software? That's what I'm scraping the surface of right now. Resolve. Sort of. Am I? Maybe. I think. I don't know. I don't know. Ooh. Oh, the Elgato? I was thinking about that. I wasn't sure which one to get. I was thinking like a knob and then some launching, and then I was like, should I get the big one or just keep it like, you know, I don't need all the buttons. Yeah. Sideshow FX. Oh, this is what is this? Oh, I see. You get the Elgato Stream Deck, and then you add the. Oh, they even have Davinci Resolve here. Yeah, this might be better because, right, I could like switch between Unreal and Photoshop and Illustrator and Davinci Resolve like on the fly. Where's Ableton? Oh, here it is. It's the old logo. Actually, the white logo. Okay, this is pretty sweet. Oh yeah, and for Twitch controls. Yeah, Twitch and OBS. Oh, that's cool. Oh. Which one to get? The loop deck. Color panel for Davinci Resolve. How much are these things? How much is the sideshow effects? Okay. Oh, they don't work well? Yeah. I saw what it offers though. It has like this. Like I want a knob. Oh, I wish this worked well. This looks awesome. Yeah, everyone loves Elgato. I have Elgato, the 4K input, and then the other one for the cam link. This is kind of cool. Actually, it's a bit redundant because I have the push. But that's the problem. Like, I ended up not really using the push very much. Stream Deck. Okay, but I want to see it. It looks good, great pictures, but let's see the utility of it. So there's the Stream Deck and then the Stream Deck Pro. Right? Oh, Stream Deck pedal, actually, that's good. Kinda curious. Oh, this is a new one. And let's see it. I kind of like this idea. It's like my feet aren't doing anything, right? Oh, here we go. Okay. We got some knobs, some buttons. Okay. Oops. An XL here. I don't know. There's a lot of buttons. I feel like we could probably get by with like something like just this and then the and then this. Okay. I'm gonna put that in the back of my mind as an idea of an upgrade to the stream. Oh man, it's already 10. What? Where did the time go? Time flew by. Let me bring it back to the manual here for a sec. Skim through this. I think we demonstrated all this just on camera today. Navigating 3D views. Transparency sorting. We didn't do transparency sorting. So while generally the order of geometry in the 3D scene is determined... Wait, we did. We messed around with merge 3Ds, having multiple merges of different 3D planes. You gotta click the button to pass through lights. Material viewer. Transformations. You can merge everything together, edit it all together in Merge 3D. On-screen transform controls. Q for position, W for rotation, E for scaling. It's so intuitive. Using on-screen transform controls. Just like 3D programs. This one for scaling. This one for moving. Pivot. Pivot point for rotations and stuff like that. Okay, just like regular 3D programs. Targeting, so that you can have a camera locked onto a location. There's parenting. Ooh. Parenting's a good one. Maybe we should play around with parenting next time. 'Cause then you can like kind of build out cool things. But Davinci Resolve, not really a 3D program, right? More for compositing, understanding the workflow, how to get around the space. We've got cameras. This is the depth of field. Okay. Or the focus, the focal length. And then this would be the flipping plane? Angle of view? Quickly viewing a scene through a camera. Select the merge node, right click, viewer and choose the camera name. Yeah. Straightforward. Plane of focus and depth of field. Oh, that's another thing that we didn't quite play with, which is kind of important and useful. So applying accumulation effects enables the depth of field. And that's how you can really kind of, if you got messy footage, okay, merge them together that way, workaround. Or if you want depth of field effects, and then all the elements are kind of tied together. Doesn't necessarily need to be bad footage, but turning enable accumulation effects on, depth of field, editing it while the quality is low, and then cranking it up for rendering. Focal plane. Oh, that's what this was. And then importing cameras. Well, we didn't have anything to import today, but if you want to match cameras between applications, you can import camera paths and positions from a variety of 3D applications. What do? Select the camera in the node editor. At the bottom, click Import Camera button. Oh, I heard that was like isn't that like, oh wait, no, I heard at first that airplane doesn't really work in the airplanes right at the moment. Because there's problems with like the spatial, it's spatial computing. And since the space is like an object that's moving through through space, they were like having trouble at the beginning. Or was that subways? Trains, or both? No, planes I heard it was awesome, and then on the subway it was hard because the screens would like float away. But who's doing that on a train? It works great on a plane? Yeah, I heard that was like the whole marketing pitch was like how awesome it is to use on planes because you can work in privacy. Oh, does it all? Yeah, what about, it doesn't work in cars? Doesn't work in cars. Whatever, they're gonna fix it. They'll fix it. That's one of those things, like if I'm in my Tesla going on autopilot, I want to be in VR, right? And then I actually want a charging station. I want a charging station so it's like I can just be in VR, driving to anywhere forever. They also don't claim it does, so don't have a problem with that. Nah, but I probably should. Probably should. They'll probably get it to work though. Wait, you have a Vision Pro? I remember you mentioned it. I didn't know that. Yeah, no, you were... Okay, you were saying that your wife didn't like it. Dang, how did you not use it on the plane? You gotta use it. That's what it's made for. Then you can have like 10 monitors up. So the whole thing is like, it's like a MacBook Pro on your face. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You produced Alicia Keys. But it's like a MacBook Pro on your face. So it's like a really good computer. I guess new operating system, but it can handle. What I'm saying is you don't need another device, right? It's a standalone. Yeah, I guess so. Then it's 256 gigabytes. That's not enough. I'm excited for that thing. I do think it's a starting point, but not like not everyone's gonna get this one. The 1 terabyte. Yeah, I feel like the terabyte is like at this point a necessity. Oh, that's the options are 256, 500, and a terabyte. Like, isn't the operating system, how much do you get? Operating system's probably like 30 gigabytes. But still. I don't know the file sizing of all this stuff. This spatial video, oh, that's interesting. Spatial video file sizes. One minute of spatial video is 130 megabytes. 1 minute of regular 1080 30 FPS video is approximately 65, so it's like twice as. Wait, but that doesn't. It doesn't say. 1 minute of spatial video. Are they saying the spatial video? Oh, it's recorded at 1080 and 30 FPS. So it's twice as big. Like pretty straightforward, twice as large. Yeah, so if you have like the 256, you're screwed. But it does have like external support for basically right now you have to plug it in a external power supply, right? Or you can only use it for like 2 hours, or like an hour and a half. Spatial video gets stored in iCloud if you have it that way. Oh. Oh, that makes sense. Thanks for hanging out again. Good luck or best wishes or whatever. Break a leg? No. Win an award? Talk to you later, man. Enjoy Korea for the few hours you're there. That's right, you did say Japan. You corrected me before. Enjoy Japan, man. Peace. Japan for the Anime Awards. For Crunchyroll. When lighting is disabled in either the viewer or final renders, the image will appear to be lit by 100% ambient light. Controlling. Lighting within each 3D object. All nodes that create or merge geometry also include lighting options that are used to choose how each object is affected by light. Lighting types explained. I want to say this. Ambient light, left to right. This is directional light. This is point light. I guess this is also point light, and then this is spotlight. Ambient light. Set. You use ambient light to set a base light level for the scene. Since it produces a general uniform illumination of the scene, ambient light exists everywhere without appearing to come from any particular source. It cannot cast shadows and will tend to fill in shadowed areas of a scene. Oh, okay. You can just kind of set it to bring the whole scene up or, well, add a certain tone or bring out shadows for the whole thing. Directional light. A directional light is composed of parallel lights. Parallel rays that light up the entire scene from one direction, creating a wall of light. The sun is an excellent example of a directional light source. You can cast shadows. Point light. Oh, so this is the directional light. This is the ambient light. Okay. Point light. A point light is a well-defined light that has a small, clear source, like a light bulb, and shines from that point in all directions. So point light is a light bulb, and then spotlight. What's the difference between? Okay, this is like the sun, and this is like, well, a spotlight. A spotlight is an advanced point light that produces a well-defined cone of light with fall-off. This is the only light that produces shadows. Okay, so this is not like the sun. And then all of the light nodes display on-screen controls in the viewer. Although not all controls affect every light type, in the case of ambient light, the position has no effect on the result. Right, this one can be anywhere. The directional light can be rotated. You can rotate this. But position and scale will be ignored. And then the point light ignores rotation. Both position and rotation apply to the spotlight. Lighting hierarchies. Lights normally do not pass through and merge. Since the pass-through light checkbox is off by default, this provides a mechanism for controlling which objects are lit by which lights. For example, in the following two node trees, two shapes and an ambient light are combined with a merge node, which is then connected to another merge. Here's some examples. Turning on pass-through lights, turning it on. Lighting options, you can affect it by lights, shadow caster, shadow receiver. Good to screen capture, screenshot. It's good to capture in your head for you can do some things with this, like creating geometry that casts shadows, which can help build out the scene. Shadows. The only light that can cast shadows is the spotlight. Shadows. Shadow maps. A shadow map is an internal depth map that specifies each pixel's depth in the scene. Yeah, this is cool. This information is used to assemble the shadow layer created from a spotlight. All the controls for the shadow map are found in the spotlight inspector. The quality of the shadow produced depends greatly on the size of the shadow map. Larger maps generate better looking shadows but will take longer to render. The wider the cone of the spotlight, or the more fall off in the cone, the larger the shadow map will need to be to produce useful quality results. Setting the value of shadow map size control as the size of the depth map in pixels. Okay, so shadow maps, shadow softness, yeah. All right, we kind of played around with a lot of this today. Non-transmissive, so that they don't. Semi-transparent materials play an important role in determining the appearance of a shadow that it casts. This transmittance behavior is defined in an object's materials tab. However, selecting force all materials non-transmissive in the spotlight inspector overrides this, causing the shadow map produced by the node to ignore the transmittance entirely. Okay. Materials and textures. To render 3D scenes, the renderer must take into account the shape of the object as well as its appearance. You can add materials, you can add textures, like bump maps, 3D, by going in the 3D texture category, which we didn't do yet. I should at least just take a peek. Tools 3D texture. That's good to know. That is good to know. Texture 2D, texture transform. Well, because we can get bump maps going in here. Yeah. Well, it's 3D. You can do a lot in 3D, can't you? Channel Boolean. Texture, bump map, light. The material and okay, so really we've got, I guess they've got the building blocks in here enough to I don't know, enough to do what? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, where I'm going with that is like enough to recreate the scenes from different programs like Unreal or Blender. That's what I'm still trying to find out. Nodes that describe the geometry's response to light are called illumination models. Blend, Cook, Ta, Ong. They are illumination models. These are illumination Fong. That's right. Material. All right. Cook, torrent. Okay. Most materials also accept textures, which are typically 2D images. Let's see, how are we doing? We're going overtime today. I really want to get through this though. I want to move on to the next chapter. Can't cheat it though. So we're just going a little over. 3D compositing, 3D camera tracking. Yeah, let's skim through this. All the standard illumination models share certain characteristics that must be understood. Diffuse, alpha, opacity, specular. This is... I mean... oh, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna go here because I should read this stuff. Always good to review this. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. We got to page 1731. We also played around a lot, quite a bit. Again with the shader toys. 1731 minus... I need a calculator. My brain is fried. Give me a calculator. Here it is. A bit more to go. But this is fun. Fun stuff. Look at all these nodes. Not getting a display. Bummer. Let's see, what was over here? Nothing's popping up over here. Oh, maybe I am, right? How do I refit? Huh? 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 I'm not getting anything over here. You? Huh. Huh. Huh? Okay. Those are loading. What about this? How about this loads? There we go. Let's get a cool screenshot for the thumbnail. Okay, that looks pretty sweet. And okay. That looks pretty sweet. Right. Right there. Okay. This is the screenshot for today. Cool. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Peace.